Welcome back to another episode of Alberta Football Uncensored. Right, a little switcheroo here. We got some bedtimes that were, let's just say, to take longer than normal. Teach is currently in the heat of battle with a bedtime with his little daughter, so he's gonna hop on here just later on as he gets things settled and things calm down. For those of us who are dads, you know what it is. You have some bedtimes that are nice and easy. Then you have some bedtimes where it's, you know, up, down is what it is, but it's all the joys of fatherhood. You'll be with me here to start, and then we'll get teacher to join us here in as we get things going. So, with that being said, this is not one thing where I don't really agree with Teach's preseason rank because I know he's a little biased here. We're now going Irish, but I really think the Jets should have been the second team we should have done, just in the season rankings, just with how things have aligned already. We got some things to talk about there, but we have the Cold Lake Jets here. We have a few players here: Cameron, Tremaine, Taquan, soon to be joined by Teague Sherman. Just so that way, then we can dive into things, see what's happening in the lake, see if the water's changed, see if anything adds to the water, if anything Kool-Aid there. You never know. Like I'm always hearing whenever I go up there, gotta drink the water. So I need to really dive into this because this is one thing now where they're really trying to egg me on to stay overnight and maybe give me like a nice little bottle of 4 liter of this water. So you never know. But guys, welcome to Alberta Football Uncensored. Looking forward to diving into some of the things that we're sure we're all excited to talk about. But how's everyone feeling? Everyone's had a good off season.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, sir.
You know, getting
Yeah,
ready to
a
have
lot
some
of hard
fun.
work. A lot of hard
Yeah,
work.
that's good. That's good to hear. Anything new and exciting happening in anyone's lives? Any? Let's. I want to. I guess open these things up to a little bit outside of football. Anything that's like any accomplishments or anything like that that's happened outside of football that we want to celebrate here real quick.
Oh
Well, I
shoot.
guess biggest thing for me, I just finished moving from Fort McMurray. I'm now living down in the Red Deer area. I'm finally starting a important part of my career, and I'm the new recreational programmer for my community.
Nice. Congrats. What about you,
Thank
Tremaine?
you very
Yeah.
much.
Just living the life, just working, training, just doing my thing, preparing for the upcoming season. Nothing too crazy right now.
Uh, Pretty much same here. Just looking forward to the next level after this season. You know, thanks to my teammates and stuff, and Cold Lake. They did a lot for me.
Yeah,
So
love to hear it. Love to hear it. Um, Taquan, one thing I think this happened in the pre-show. You got a shipment order in, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you got
Yes,
some
sir.
you got some fresh cleats to bust out here.
Yeah. Oh, these right here. So these.
You want to give
Let
us a
me bring
quick
them
quick
out
quick
real
little
quick.
shoot cleat review?
Yeah, right there. These the Nike Alphas. These the fours right here. You know what I'm saying? More speed and agility. You know what I'm saying? Be light on your feet. All white, and I also got them in black.
Cocaine white.
Yeah, these the cocaine whites right here, man. These beautiful. Been waiting on them since last week, so yeah, they call me Mr. Nike because I got everything Nike. Nike down. You know what I'm
Nike, oh
saying?
Nike
I gotta
down.
have.
I like it.
Yes,
What
sir.
question? What question we got for you now? I've just here in Canada, our cleat selection here sucks. How's the cleat selection where you're located in Detroit?
Well, it's pretty. It's out of this world, man. To be honest, it's out of this world because Detroit is a big city, and it's even though people hear a lot of things, it's a good city. Even though we're like top dangerous cities in the world, but it's also a good city. Like the cleat selection, shoe selection is huge because Detroit football is huge in my city too. And you got to have cleats on deck. You got to have helmets on deck. And the number one thing that sell out quick is cleats. Like all the way from like sometimes from Dick's Sporting Goods. We got a place called Dunham's. I don't think y'all heard of that
Mhm.
before, but we got a wide selection from gear and everything. That's why it's so big here. Like they start doing their cleat selection when actually early January when that's what we call spring training around that time because it's January. Everybody start training in January, so they gotta have them cleats. They gotta have the equipment ready, everything. So all the way from Nike, Puma, Under Armour. I like Under Armour too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Under Armour very big in my city. and Nike, Adidas. Adidas is huge. Adidas is competing with Nike in a way. And then you got Under Armour, they battling each other out when it comes to football gears. It's pretty huge. So that's a big thing in our city.
Perfect. All right, I love to hear it, man. We might need to have you be our AFL Connect up here because right now our cleat selection is low just with Sport Check and I don't know. I know Team Town Sports is improving, but I think we always see guys getting geared up here and whatnot, you know. But
Yeah,
let's dive. Let's
anytime that. Hmm?
I was
I
gonna say
was
let's
saying that
dive
if
into
y'all
the
had,
heat of
yeah, I
it
was saying that if
now.
y'all have any problems with gear, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need gear. It's very cheap down here. Trust me. Cheap.
He's just going to smuggle it in.
Hey, how you gonna avoid them tariffs? Them tariffs you be good. You're gonna Trump gonna get a part of this.
I got you. I got
You got us perfect. All right.
you.
Well, hey, let's dive into a bit of some of the news here happening on the Alberta Football League side of things. So, um, with everything that's been happening, team moves, team transfers, how last season's wrapped up and everything. I'll give you guys each a minute just to touch on here, like how you guys felt just I guess leaving last season, entering this season, and what's kind of changed or shifted for yourself personally, and then what you see the team moving into. So, Cameron, you want to start us off, and then we'll go to Tremaine.
Yeah. I mean, team-wise, I'm super happy for where the team went. Um, I mean, we weren't always traveling with a full set of roster, so that was a challenge for us anytime we went into a game, right? Seems like everybody else had more players than us, and so that was a big challenge. Me personally, I mean, I'm my own worst critic. Everybody on the team knows that. I mean, Trey's always trying to tell me the good I done, TQ as well, but like I got my own personal agenda of this upcoming season. And I mean, this past weekend, I had a lot of good feedbacks from the boys with training camp, and it seems like we're on the right track.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, I think from because I'm not in Alberta yet, but just from what Ken's been telling me with the team and talking to Teague, things are going in the right direction. I feel like the guys are messaging each other, going over concepts and stuff and getting ready for the season. Um, Personally, we made it to the AFL championships, but you can never be too satisfied. um, well, me knowing me, I'm not, satisfied with that. I wanted to go to the Natty. Unfortunately, we lost to a good team. So this upcoming year is just getting in that mindset of like, we gotta go to the AFL championships, win that, and then go to the Natty. So those are the two main goals that I have for this upcoming season, and just be ready to ball out this year.
And you and UTQ, your thoughts on that?
Uh, yes. From last season, to me, it was my first season. You know, I had to adjust a little bit because at first I didn't understand because I'm
The
American coming
yard,
to a
the
Canadian.
yard, the
Yeah,
yard was tonight.
yeah. So it's kind of hard adjusting to the game. Rules is different, and Trey was the main one who was helping me out with the rules. So coming to the first season, it was tough, but me playing like multiple positions when I first got there, playing DN. I was getting mostly my pointers from Trey and Austin, also my Austin, who's also our teammate too, a great friend, great brother of the team. They pointed me out to the right direction, my assignments, and what I need to do. And unfortunately, I had to transition over to offense from because one of our great running backs, Andre, he had to go home due for family reasons, and I took over the running back spot. And I turned around and said, "Y'all want me back on defense?" And they was like, "Nah, running back your spot." And so it's pretty tough. And then playing both sides still, it was pretty tough for me, but it worked out and helping the team as much as I can in any way. The team, the linemen who blocked for me, made it great for me and playing well. So it was all because of the team who helped me out in the way, pointing me out to the right direction, what I need to do on the field. Hey, TQ, I need you to do this. TQ, do this better. and then I take heed in it, and then add it to my game. And I just took off from there, and it was positive. I never got negative feedback from my teammates. Teammates always stayed on me, made sure I did everything well, made sure the game was I did the game right. So, and unfortunately, we made it to the AFL championship. That was a tough one because I had a stress fracture in my foot that I had a problem later on in the season, and my man, them shin splints ain't no joke.
Yeah.
I
I
tell
feel
you.
you on the shin splints.
Yeah, they ain't no joke. Ask them, they know about it. They see me hollering when I was getting done worked on by the trainer. So yeah, man. But that season was a hell of a season. Turns out the Gators better us, but this year we more prepared than ever. Especially with the returns we got, the new additions. Man, whew, scary hours.
I love to hear that. I want to dive into two things you said there. Where, first one, how'd you find the American rules transition to Canadian football rules? Like, were any ones that really stuck out to you that was like, oh, this is real different?
It's real. The one that stuck out to me and Canadian is the 5 yards off the ball. I mean, the 5 yard guy would let.
The Halo?
Hey, can you not be rude? I'm in the middle of a podcast. I understand that. I know that. Wait. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye.
Just so you all know, that was
I'm sorry
stage
about
two.
that. But
It's all you're good. You're good. Keep going.
This is too good. This is too good.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. All right.
Oh,
Typical Detroit style.
sorry about that. So the rule that was the 5 yards off the. I mean, the 5 yard let the receiver, not the receiver, but the punt return get the ball, give him 5 yards, and then another one was kickoff, and then the other one is what's the other one that was 1 yard off the ball? 1 yard off the ball was different. So on an American ball, you can be one, you can be up close on the ball as possible on defense,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can like it didn't matter how close you was to the ball, but you can't be past it in American ball. But the one that stuck out, those are the ones that stuck out. And then special teams are difficult. Special teams really get on my nerves. That's what I tell you. Very difficult. I hated it. So that's
But
what
I
made it
feel
different.
I feel like you guys were one of the teams that killed special teams. Like you guys took pride in it. It was a game part of the game that you can't be a slouch on. That's one thing I feel like for Cold Lake. I was like not say a sleep like a sleeping giant, but like it was an X factor a lot of the times because it was like okay, like special teams up, we got punt return, got kick return, about to flip the field, flip the momentum, and you guys would eat that up alive. Like I think that was when I look at 2022, 2023, that was a real big part of you guys' game. And like I even look at last year, I think uh Derek had a return on the kickoff opening kickoff against us Wolfpack in the game last year, and like I miss making the tackle on him, and I was like, God damn, like that's when I should have made. He went onto the house there. So uh, one other thing now I want to get to here is like I think that I post this question here in the chat. Um, is I think the league, I don't say the league, but people are now wondering where for the last few years that we've always known the Cold Lake Jets, it's always been you guys had the crown, had the throne. You guys were playing Jay Z and Kanye West, watch the throne because you guys had on lock. Gators come in, right? They took over the throne as number one, and now that time has passed and we now know what they're bringing. What's the action plan, or what do you guys got ready for them? Because I feel like now um, if I look at Cold Lake, you guys have accountability as a very high trait of the team and the standard that you guys uphold. So I'm interested to hear now some of the mindset shifts, just things that you guys are doing to get back to having the throne. So Tremaine, you want to open up with that one?
yeah. I honestly believe it's just the way that we need to prepare for the Gators. Um, I think we didn't know how the Gators were gonna come out. We didn't know they're a new team. We know they got guys from other teams. They were brand new to the league, and I feel like we try to prepare as much to play, and unfortunately, things didn't go as well. So I feel like a year later now, we just got to prepare properly. We just got to make sure everyone's on the same page, everyone communicates with each other, and we just go out there and like you said, have that high standard when we play them. And I expect it to be a battle between both of us. It's gonna be a great game, and we just got to be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Cameron, your thoughts?
I mean, this offseason has been a different offseason, especially being a part of the Jets. This is my second season with them, and like one of the great opportunities that I got with the Jets is I'm now a part of their board as well, and so I myself and other members of the team, we've took recruiting very serious this offseason, and between the members that we reached out to, and they are coming to the team to talking to the boys who are returning and this the constant communication. Like I think the thing that's different compared to last season to this season is there's a fire lit underneath us now, and there's hunger, a hunger like no tomorrow, and and we're ready to change the stage again. We're ready to change that standard and
Mm-hmm.
show what excellence is supposed to be.
Absolutely, and this is kind of now where with the first game coming up, because Wolfpack, we travel to you guys play Jets, and um, I'm doing my very best to try and prepare the team for this, to say, hey, look, guys, the last time we went to Cold Lake to play them. That was a very difficult game, and like nice thing now, those rookies who were there were still with us. They're entering their third year now. They know what to expect, but it's the 18-year-olds now that I'm a little worried about, because I'm just like, hey, like shit might be nice and cute in high school, but you're about to get an education.
Yeah,
About to get
I
education,
mean,
so you go.
yeah, I was going to say the one thing to say that is like don't count them out, right? Like I get it, they're coming out of high school and they're coming into a
Hey guys,
men's semi-pro league. They're going to need a reality check, yeah,
what's up?
just like anybody that joins this
Nothing.
league. But when you
Oh yeah.
got those young guys, those are also the guys who are going to build your future as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be part of that foundation. And I'm not saying that directly to you guys, the Wolfpacks, but like that's to anyone. Like you gotta realize if you don't have any young guys on there who wants to stick around, when it comes to that next round of guys, once the 30-year-olds are starting to retire, you got no
Yeah.
18, 20-year-olds on your team. What's going to happen? So you gotta look at every season as like it's a building season. And to all those the young guys on your team that you're having, like I want to give them the most respectful kind of wake up call and tell them like this is a real serious league. If you want to go somewhere, you could get that game tape here, and you can get that uni opportunity. You can get that CJFL opportunity. You can get that opportunity to go overseas. So like this is the real deal. It's just not, guys are just saying, oh, no, I'm going to play football for the weekend. I'm going to play pickup ball. Guys love this game for a reason, and that's why they're in this league.
I 100% agree, and I agree. I think we all can share that we all love football still to be playing it at this level, at the point we are in our lives and our careers, and at every point. So that's why one thing I always find there's that community where like we might be against each other, but we cross feel like, hey, this guy loves football, and I appreciate the fact that he loves football enough to be on this field, share with me, compete, win, lose. Hey, appreciate being here, because it's very very few of us at this point want to continue to play the game after a certain point. And one thing now I'll tie into with Tremaine here now is to kind of link that 18-year-old education. 2022, I think, was no 2023, your first year in the league. I had this young kid, Garney. You're playing D line. He's playing O line. I remember like I was going out for a route. I think he was pass pro. I think you guys were like going for a route. You were pass rushing. I think you caught him in the neck, and the entire 2 days, he couldn't. He was just like throat was just like bruised up, so he couldn't talk. It was all, and of course it was a hand fight, and like just hands get caught there. But I just remember him being
Yeah.
like, "Damn, my throat hurts," and like he couldn't really speak. He sounded real like deep on the way back, and I was like, "Yeah, man, that's a 5 year youth sport vet coming out of a weightlifting program, like just some education that I see, but you know to now tie it into the love of the game here for you, Tremaine. Like I know you came out of Ottawa GGs and everything, and a couple questions I have for you is what really attracted you to come to the AFL, keep playing, and as well continue to play in the league and things you do to uphold your standards. Because I always find guys who come from U Sport, like obviously coming from a program very regimented, and then AFL there's a lot more freedoms, and I'm sure you can see that from guys who come different lives. But just how have you balanced that so far?
Um. Well, I don't. What's the best? I'm trying to think of the best way to like say it. But like, I first thing of all, I gotta say thank you to Cole because Cole was messaging me um during fall 2022. Um, he told me about Colic Fighter Jets, and I told him I was gonna see what happens after the CFL draft because I was a free agent because my draft year was just COVID.
Mm.
Um, so I when Cole messaged me and I told him I was like, yeah, for sure. Let me see what's gonna happen with the CFL. If it doesn't work out, then I'll come to Alberta and play. Well, 2023 was my first year. I enjoyed it. Um, I like how the league has mixtures of different players. Some play university, some play pro. Some guys are coming out of high school and playing. I like that because now like you got guys coming from different levels on one team and working together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that helps because now not only are you if you're a young guy, you're learning the game from different guys that played at different levels. So like you may learn one technique from another from like, from the last time you played football or from high school that when you come and play in the AFL or anywhere else, you're learning from a guy, who's been playing for how long. He's bringing something that he learned. So it's just like Cam said, like it's a way to help out the younger guys. So whenever guys leave and they retire, that young guy's, he's learning the game and that he's gonna pass the game on to someone else when they get their chance. And I think that's one thing I like about this league is just like guys just from different ranges come and play and like you play for the summer, you build this bond. It's just like university, when I played at U Sports, for the GG, there was guys from my hometown, Toronto, guys from Montreal, guys from France. Just a mix. It's just like that brotherhood, just building with guys from different areas that, you just create something with them and you all are in for the same goal and that's to win the championship. And and the AFL, I appreciate the past 2 years. I like the competition that's been going on. Um, I think it's helping the league to get, better. So, I don't know how long I'm gonna play, but I'm enjoying it right now. I'm having fun. Like I met TQ last year and I helped
Mm-hmm.
him. He's doing a great job. It's like the way I look at it is like networking pretty much. That's the best way to put it. You're
Yeah.
networking. So that's what I love about it. You're networking with different guys. You never know. You may have a business idea. You met this guy from a different team, and he does something that you're looking forward to, and you guys create a business. You never know. So that's the way I look at it.
Absolutely. I love that answer with the networking because it's never what you know, is who you know. And football is a great way to get into different communities, different backgrounds, different connections. You never know because everyone comes from um, in different areas to see, which is huge. Back to you, Q. Now with everything now with how should I say put it this way? Because I'm trying to also do some scouting here. How many guys you bringing up from Detroit with you?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
TQ, can you plead the fifth on this?
I think I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one. I'm gonna plead the fifth. Just know I brought some
Yeah.
dogs. Just know that
Let's
I
say
brought
plead the
some
fifth.
dogs. I brought some
uh,
animals, man.
you are
Yeah,
still in America, so yes, you can plead the fifth.
yeah. I gotta plead the fifth on that one. So yeah, I
That's,
got some guys.
that's funny, and kind of I want to hear your story here and how you heard about the league, and everything. Everyone always thinks that like bringing players from the states. Some teams have thoughts on it. They can say that they're paying players, or why would they come up here? Whatever the reasons is, but just share your background on how you got introduced to the league, your story, how you've seen it. Have you played men's in Detroit? Was that something that was an option for you down there? And dive into a bit of that side for us.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start from where I first started going overseas is when I back in 2021 after the little COVID got uplifted, the conditions and everything. So with that, I ended up going to Ukraine playing under uh this coach named what's his name? I'm having a brain fart right now, but give me a minute. I can think of his name. So his name was Coach Dale. I played under him.
Mm.
He recruited me, and I went to Ukraine to go play. That was before the war and everything happened. He was an incredible coach, but due to his untimely passing, you know, he was a great coach. He worked hard. He coached very well. Even though, as a player and a coach, sometimes you're gonna have disagreements. There's things we didn't agree on as a whole, but he coached me the right way. Dale Helfrine, that's his name, Dale Helfrine, Coach Dale. Yep, he was hard on us, but he made sure we played well, did well, and then I had to leave the season early due for family reasons. I had to get back home. Uh, and then I ended up traveling to Poland, Germany, and all that. And then I had some other opportunities, but to the untimely passing of my sister back in 2023. That's when I got hit up by Teague. He hit me up. Uh, he said, "Hey, what you doing?" I didn't know who he was at first. I'm like, "Who is this?" Inbox me on your players or whatever, or messaging me. Then I gave him my number or whatever. So, hey, you want to come play ball or whatever? Uh, I'm like, I do, but the time came, I had to give him my honest answer. I didn't want to feel like I was a cancer to the team because I had so much emotion from my sister passing.
Mm.
And I didn't want to be that negative vibe there. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just give you my honest answer. And this happened in August. No, this happened before August. Somewhere around the month of, it happened somewhere down around the time of the summer. And I told him, no, I won't be able to come. And he was asking, are you coming? I'm like, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to be a negative vibe to the teams. I said, I'm going to stay and stay home. He ended up hitting me again the next year. And I seen that they won the AFL championship. I was like, dang, I could have been a part of that. And then I end up, uh, he ended up hitting me up again around December, January, around that time. He was like, hey, bud, what you doing? Like, you really coming? You want to come? I got an opportunity for you. I said, shoot, let me think about it. And then I thought I wasn't going to get the chance again. Thanks to him, he hit me back up. I showed a little interest. I said, this might be fake. This might be a scam. Then I looked up everything. Everything was all legit. He told me up front how everything was. And then he hit me up. He's like, the time came. He's like, you coming? I sent him my book flight. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming, man. And I end up coming. And then after that season, I ended up getting more opportunity and stuff for arena ball. I was on a team called the West Michigan Gladiators, and then I got these invites to like private workouts to like for NFL teams, and then LFA also hit me up, the general manager of the LFA, to start opening up opportunities. And then I had to get more film, so I needed more stuff, fresh film, and I needed all this stuff. And T was like, "Well, you come here, you can get all that. We're gonna make sure you're good. We're gonna make sure we get you to the next level. We'll make sure you will be all right. That's the main thing. But your performance and your character gonna determine all that." So he broke that down to me. He's like, "It's all on you though." And then I came. And then this year, uh, I made a vow after we lost a tough one to Gator. I said, "Nah, I can't end it like this." I said, "I'm coming
Mm.
back." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm gonna come out with a mean vengeance." And then that's all she wrote. And then I'm gonna be honest, the AFL, like players like us Americans, give us opportunity to get looks from different leagues such as the UFL, the AFL, Arena Football, the AAL too, Arena Football League too. All these leagues across the world, Brazil, big leagues in Brazil, all in different countries, Australia. But it gives you looks, it gives you what you need, and it's competitive. And guys like me that need film or need somewhere to go, this is what the AFL do. It don't matter what team you're on in the AFL in Canada. You're going to find somewhere as long as you got some good film and a good coach and a good team behind you. And so that's what it does, and gives players second chances, basically. And that's why I tell them, don't mess it up going over here to mess it up. Because I told my guys before I bring them over here, I said, listen, don't go over this country and act a fool. Don't get deported. Don't get in no trouble. Because once you get deported, you're done. They're not going to look at you because they're going to look under your record. But he was deported. For what reason? Well, he's in trouble. Yeah, we don't want him. He's good. We don't want him. That's how they're going to look at it. I've seen it on different teams happen. A lot of players get sent home. They look at your record and see if you're a troublemaker or a headliner. One thing about professional teams, they do not like headliners. What I mean by headliners, they don't want to see your name on the front page on headlines, being in trouble, getting into fights, being drunk driving, all this. That's what I mean by headliners. So that's why I tell them, hey, don't come over here getting in trouble. Because I would tell you, book your flight back home. I would tell my guys in a quick heartbeat, you want to call a show? I will pay for my ticket themselves. You can go home. Bye. So it's a second chance, basically.
Hey, that's that's a very very good answer, and I think it fills in a good void of what this league does for people coming in, and for players here too to be able to have options out. Um, Karen, I know coming into this you wanted to be the more political approach, right? Keep things on the up and up. No mixing up things, but we're uncensored. So hey, look, here's what we're gonna do. Cameron, I want to get your overall overall outlook of AFL. Things are moving, how things are, and what you're seeing. You can give me the political side. Tremaine and TQ, you guys are gonna give me now the uncensored side of everything he says, right? So,
Here we go. Here we go.
so that way, then I'm gonna give you guys time to really break it down and be like, "Hey, you said this, but really, we think this," right? Think of it as like you guys ever watch Key and Peele with like the Obama angry translator?
That's fine.
That's
Yes,
exactly what we're
yes.
about to do here. So,
All right, TQ, you're gonna be my translator. I need all
All
help
right,
out
I got
here.
you, man. I got you. You want me to go next at the cam, or you want trade? You want me to go next at the cam?
I don't care, man. Just do whatever.
All right.
Um, what is my opinions on the view of the league right now?
Overall growth, movement, transfers, things you're hearing, the unofficial the Facebook group chat that always seems to be popping off here and there. give us your thoughts on what you're seeing. The transfer portal, I know it's a hot one. I think it's where everyone's trying to see where everything's happening, but give us your political answers, and we'll dissect it from there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I mean, the league is always interesting to watch. If you were around 2016, you saw that there was, a few teams, more than half of the teams that were trying to be that semi-pro level caliber kind of teams. And then there's only a couple of guys, a couple of teams that were just, they were the working class team. We're here because we love the game, but we don't care about the outcome. Um, Now I feel like it is maybe more of just like a 50-50 split. Um, we're slowly somehow not finding a way of growing, but only focusing on maybe just a couple of teams. Um, is it annoying and sad? Yeah, but sometimes that's just the way of life. You got to deal with it. And I mean, when you get the competition, you get the competition. Um, I think, uh, even though like not every team is at like that same like we're trying to be a developmental or semi-pro team or the lower tiers. And again, I hate saying it like that, but I think every time we do touch the field, as much as we love each other, we all try to make each other better in some way or another. I know there's a couple of guys I've been speaking to who they're looking to leave a top tier team and go to kind of more that lower mid level team, and they're saying that they just want to go somewhere where they can make a change on the team.
Hmm.
So maybe losing one team in the league, it kind of shook our schedule. I mean, it kind of sucks because if we could have more teams, who knows where we could grow. But we're going to do what we got, and we're going to make the league a better league with the six. We're at six now. We're going to make the league better with six teams.
I think we're still at 7.
My bad, seven.
Yeah, we're still at
I,
7. Yeah.
I'm thinking of how many games we're playing.
Yeah, we should still. I think we still have 6 games, 7 teams, 6 games. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Just an extra bye week now to take their spots. That's something that's, I guess, on the table there. And to feed to one thing, I'll feed into before I pass over to the translators. If you have any of those guys who are looking for a team to come to, hey, Kyra Wolfpack, we're actively looking for guys. I think the social media team's gonna put up a poster soon. I got Josh E on it and Logan Hills on it, so hoping to get some last minute attention. Because if not, we'll be recruiting on the way up to you guys. We'll be like, all right, listen, like, hey, you're big. We'll be like, hey, nice hay bale. Come play some football. But the translators now. Let's you guys give your take. You could either dissect what Cameron's saying or add your extra spice that what you want to add to it.
Kev, you want to be real raw with it?
Yo, bring Brooklyn out. Eight
Brooklyn,
Miles this thing.
listen,
All
Yeah.
right, man. All
Yeah.
right, I'm about to be real raw with it, man. With this
I
transfer,
said,
man. Sometimes I don't consider transfer. I'm gonna be real with you. Some guys, like I'm giving a perfect example. If you leave a team, leave in the right way. Don't say some bunch of BS. Talking about, oh, I'm going to miss my team, I miss y'all and all this. And you say farewell, you say you're going somewhere closer because of a certain situation, because of family or whatever. Don't sit up here and say BS. Be real with yourself and be real with your teammates. And then don't say you all about family on the team when you in a huddle. Yeah, you my family, y'all my brothers. And then you turn around and smack everybody in the face. On top of that, you're not truthful. Like, we don't care where people go. We don't care what team you go because you want to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit up here and cap about it. Be real, be like, hey, this is the reason why I'm different. This is where I want to go. We don't care where you go. It's just how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a business. It's always been a business, even on a professional level. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell somebody and then just like you seen a thing between Deion Sanders, his best friend that he played with in Atlanta, then he left the team. He told him I had to leave because it was a business decision. Told him straight up. And they was fighting on the field, and then they both got throughout the game. Like that's how you be real. And then after that, they was good because he told them why the reason why he left. Even with every player, they leaving, going somewhere because they feel like it better stuff, but leave the right way so you be in good graces. Because they can turn around and tell you, hey, they can go to a different team and tell you about yourself and be like, yeah, I wouldn't have him on your team because of this. And it's nothing wrong transferring to a different teams. I love it. Like this year, it was pretty wild what we seen this year. What I seen this year on looking on the AFL page, even with the Cam Miller coming to Adrian, I said, damn. I said, whoo wee. I said, I was shocked. I said, that man go over there to play. And then I seen Gabe, of course. Hey, they come and they go. You know what I'm saying? Good. It's a wild transfer portal this year. All players. You know, they go to good teams. They go to other teams just to. Sometimes the reason why I like going to a good team is like to move up and show I'm the best player. I'm your best option. And it's nothing wrong going to a team where it's competition, but don't go somewhere, oh, I'm gonna make it easy. Because you try to take the easy way out and everything, you're never gonna know what hard work looks like or feel with hard work. Because easy ways and that ain't always gonna get you out of things. Sometimes you're gonna deal with a lot of hard work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to this team because this team is weak or whatever, and I want to look good. No, coaches and scouts look at all of that. They gonna look at all of that, so they can tell he balled out because he, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying any team is weak, but they see why you're looking so good on the field. When let's see if you can do this with competition, with extra competition. A great pickup that y'all had was Cam. That was one of the best pickups y'all had, and some other guys too. Y'all got. I was surprised about that one. That one, I'm like, hmm. I don't know how y'all got him, but y'all got him.
Airdrie's looking dangerous now with the recent signings they've had. They had Cam, Tej. I know they have a few more in the pipe. The recent ones with from the guys coming from junior, who London
Mm.
Beefeaters, the junior team. So they got some guys. I know they're loading up with some talent. So that's one thing now where they're really ensuring that they're doing the work to on the fundamental side be a part of the semi-professional team in the league, be one of the three that are, a team that's running it like a real semi-pro team. So this is now where it's going to be exciting to see how they stack up and shape up because the real matchups I like to say are going to be between Gators, Jets, and Irish. Yeah, I would have considered a lead in there just with their defense, but now with them unofficially, I guess it's for those who don't know, the league are probably going to fold. We will see, but you know we'll see. And Leduc is being silent, so we're waiting to see how things show up. And I think they got Airdrie first, so that could be an explosive game to see how they've aligned themselves to compete in this league. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Airdrie's definitely got some good things cooking, and Wolfpack we're trying to patch our way there. Anything
Yeah.
else you want to add before we pass over to Tremaine?
Oh, that's pretty much it. Just a transfer portal and a bunch of BS stories talking about you leaving because of certain reasons. I just hate that. Tell the truth. Just be honest. Say I'm going somewhere because it is. It's all a business. Like I said, it's all business. Business moves. You pick up players come and go. That's it.
Honestly, I think with me, like TQ said, it was just the transfer portal. Like there were some shocking ones I wasn't expecting. Um, I think I was expecting Tej to leave to head to Airdrie. That one took me by surprise. Same with Miller. I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, that was mostly it. It was just the transfer portal that's been going on. That's just been the most shocking to me personally. But that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, because I think when I pull that up, I think trying to see if anyone else is like. Let me pull it up here. We'll do here's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do a nice. I'll share my screen here because I know we have Riverside Transfer Portal 2025. Let's pull it up here and let's see how things are shaping up. Uh, Share screen, allow settings. Okay, here Riverside. Okay, it's allowed. Oh, I'm not quitting the
You,
wheel thing later. Later, okay.
you got me looking at it on my screen right now.
I'm just gonna try again, or so we can do a nice little collab on it. See, get live thoughts. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So just what working ourselves top down. Terrell Wisdom, I think he left. I know the Williams went to leave Irish to go to Leduc. Marcus, this is our the Wolfpack. We lost our whole D line. Whole line Q and our QB to go to Irish. Vince went from Bucks to Gators. The Josh Jones
Mm.
older brother QB, he's left. From what I know, he's all done with football. Shane, not signed. Irish. Yeah, there's only two that come from the Jets are Kyle LeBlanc and then Shea Winter, where he went to the Gators. So that's one that hasn't been announced yet, but I haven't seen that one yet. And just Kyle. So only two, which I think overall when you look at overall transfers, it's pretty pretty smooth. I think they got to add.
You said
They
what?
add
Shea
that T
Winters to
to
the Gators? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang! Where was I at?
yeah, just here. Is this your first time seeing this?
Yes, sir. Shea Winters to the Gators? That was my dog. We all good, but he did it real smooth. He left. He probably most likely left the right way. He ain't make up no story, so I ain't mad at the guy.
He
Business is business.
he did leave on good terms. He did tell
Yeah.
the right people the right reason why he has to go. He
hmm
did say this is not the final chapter, but he did go on the right terms.
So I'm not mad at Shay, my dog. When he talked to me at the last game, he's like, "TQ, you gotta sauce it up a little bit." I'm like, "I'm trying, man." But me and Shay never. Shay good people, so we play against him. We see him. That's all brotherly love, man. He left the right way. He ain't make up no story. He told us like what it was. Like, hey, man, I gotta go somewhere because A, B, and C. He broke it down, which he didn't have to. He could just left say, "Yeah, I'm gone." You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
did it the right way. So yeah, Shay, we all good, baby.
and as we get now to the closing side, we got the last few 10 minutes here. We'll get into the closing. Um, one thing I think now with this season, now the winner of the AFL is going to be going over to Toronto for the Natty. Um, just like how do you guys perceive this season going? Like I don't like obviously we all think we're gonna win our games, but if you have to look at the times where you think the Jets are going to get hot, really come together, really gel. You know, when teams like really get warm, like like let's just say, like for example, like New York Giants. When you look back at their Super Bowl run, maybe they weren't the most winningest team, but got into the playoffs, got hot, really ran there, and just had that phase of a team. If you guys had to outline the phase of how the team will come together, what would be your prediction? And anyone can answer this one.
You go ahead, Cam.
I'm trying. I'm trying to find the right answers. Just I mean, again, we've done a lot of recruiting. Like we ask the simple questions like what makes you tick? What makes you want to be on this team? Like what makes you feel like it's gonna help? Um, I feel like when our main camp comes up here, that's when we're all going to really gel and get to see who each other is, just our bonding and competing against each other to make each other better and capable and ready for the field. But then I think week two is where we're going to really see the fire.
Hmm.
We're going to see which team wants it more, and then we're going to see where are each other's team's errors and where we're going to try
Mm-hmm.
to expose them when that national comes, not nationals, but when that provincial championship, that playoff game comes around, where can we expose their weakness? I mean, this season is going to be a real interesting season, uh, just because of just what's everything that's on the line right now. A lot of us are putting a lot more effort into this season, and when I say there's a more like when I say there's a hunger, I mean there's a hunger. I was going to I took this past weekend. I went up to one of our trainings, drove up, spent a weekend up in Cold Lake, and I had a car of 5 people, and we're all just jibber jabbering about what this season is like, and just one of the guys who usually when he's in a car he's very quiet. When he's in a game is a bit of a different story, and the both of the guys know exactly who I'm talking about right now. And
Yeah, you know.
he just
Yeah.
he just spun around. He just spun around. And he was like, "What are you all shut the up?" Or like drop the F bomb. He was like, "We are the most hungriest, starving dogs out there right now." He was like, he said, "We all got robbed." He said, "The people who are coming, they all got something to show as well. We have more in the tank than what people expect." A lot of people thought we were emptied. We're refueling. We're getting that extra NOS put in right now, and we're going to get liftoff. We're just not a normal plane. We're called the fighter jets for a reason. We're coming and we're going to drop bombs on everyone.
Love it, love it. And one question I got is then what's the team activity you guys have planned to then really bring everyone together? Is it dinners? Is it nights out? I feel like you guys got is the water is this a water drinking ceremony? Like you guys gonna go to the lake, get everyone a cup, say drink, you're all one of us. Like please tell me this ritual you guys have because I've been hearing about it.
All right, so this is going to have to be Trey or TQ to tell the story because sadly, every time a game was done, I drove back to Fort Mac. So my other two brothers here are going to have to share the stories about what the normal the rituals were.
Honestly, in my first year, a team bonding thing that we did was we went axe throwing. Um, Usually after camp, when camp is done, we all go out get food. Um, During the season, we will message in a group chat, hey, who wants to play pickup ball? Who wants to go to the beach? Who wants to work out? So that's usually our way, like of us like bonding together and just coming as a group as one for the season. Um, you can talk about your experience last week because you were new. So
Okay. Are you still going, Trey?
no, it's you. I'm
Okay,
passing it.
okay. All right. Well, me, you know, few of them was because I work at O2s. They came to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Had a good time. Everybody was cool. Everybody sat together. We laughed, joked. We talked about the game. Hey, we whooped y'all real good. How that ass make you feel? we, we'll talk about it. We be like, yeah, man, you made this good play or whatever. But man, how's the family? How you doing? We talk about like even with the teams we play against, like we don't want to make like when I was working, guys intermingle between each other. It was no hate. It was just a good game played. Everybody mingled, everybody talked. I loved it because I was working, watching it.
You
And
realize it
sometimes I
was
get
less
stopped
work
and
for
like,
you.
hey, we're like, they go TQ, what up? I'm like, yeah, I'm working, man. I gotta and it was good. And then one time I wasn't working, man, it was amazing, man. Everybody sat down, we talked, everybody laughing, enjoying drinks, enjoying good food, just good company. And one time when I was working, I knew my team had my back and the other guys did too. Is when what really showed me that the guys that was not even on my team, the guys we played against, the opposing players we played against, they also had my back. And it was one guy getting rowdy, talking about I was being rude to him, but act like he owned the bar when he don't. And he tried to get up and he tried to get it was an older guy and his friend. And he was yapping under my eye, kick your ass, all this just going off. And all of a sudden I see everybody moving. I said, dang, everybody move. Whoa, I said, yo, we good, we good. He was like, you good, TQ? You good, bro? I said, yeah, we good, man. Don't worry about it. We good. And I kept staring at dude because I wanted to put my hands on him. But usually in America, when stuff like that happens, well, we don't talk. We get the rolling on you. We get the, ain't no talking. But in Canada, y'all do things a little different. I can't just go over and hit the guy. If it was in America, we'd be having a different talk about this story. But they told me like, TQ, you can't get in trouble, but we can't afford you going getting deported, bro. That's the first thing they say. So he's like, let us handle this, bro. You in America, I know it's different, but here, let us handle it. And so the ones that I miss was them going to the beach. I always miss it for some reason. It's because I had to adjust to the time. The time change. They'll tell me, "Hey, we're going to the beach at 2 o'clock." I'm thinking 2 o'clock my time back in the in America, and they were like, "Yo, where you at?" Y'all said 2 o'clock, right? He's like, "No, not American time, bro." And I always miss the beach workout and everything. I missed all of them. The main ones I made it to was the bar was, but man, I was kind of sad because I never. You know the funny thing, I never been to Cold Lake Beach. Never, never. I ain't never been yet. That's the only thing I'm bad about. They having fun. I see videos at them at the beach getting work, having fun. Like I said, I'm sitting up there with the Kevin Hart face. You know what I'm saying? Everybody enjoying their sun. I'm sitting at home, they in the hot sun, enjoying the water. And, you know, I just be like, man, they actually having a good time, and I'm jealous. Then I go home, play Madden or something, then go to work. I'm like, man, y'all could have came and scooped the brother. Well, you was asleep, man. Nobody told you oversleep. So that's how it was, man. That's how the team bonding. I love it, man. Everybody all cool, no animosity, man. I like it. In
Hey,
practice, that's where
practice
we get
real.
the issues out.
Yeah. Hey, I'll say this. This is now where like as I'm sure every team tries to balance that whole thing of like, oh, do we hit today? Do we not hit today? I've been on our team saying, hey, we got to hit. We got to get that rustic feeling out. Like just you got to hit. And I have a few players say, oh, we shouldn't today. And I'm like, hey, listen, if I was to call Teague right now, say, hey, y'all hitting today? I'm sure he'd be like, hell yeah, we hitting today. And hell yeah, they hit. So I always try to make sure that like, hey, that's the standard that they're holding. We gotta hold it, and to hear you just say outright where it's just like, yep, go to content, we bang. You got to get those first couple little jitters out the way. Just like I'm not hitting, build that callus up in the body. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Mm,
You know,
you ain't lying
and
about
just
that one.
just just in closing here, then, any last messages you want to give? Maybe your best tackling drills for building up that callus for the contact or anything like that. You got about 2 minutes to say what you want. Any shout outs, and then we'll close it up here. Who's to go
Mm,
first? TK, you want to close it? You want to close it out? Last 2 minutes.
I guess I'll close it out, man. Man, shout out to whoever set up this interview. You know what I'm saying? I ain't expect to be picked for this. It was kind of crazy. I don't know how I got picked, but it was crazy. I didn't expect this at all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the AFL giving players, Americans like us, opportunity.
Oh, we can't
Hey,
we can't
TQ,
hear
you're
you.
quiet.
You're muted, I think.
Oh, now he's cursing out his headphones.
Get me
TK,
on
we
board.
can't. Okay.
Oh,
We couldn't hear
Yeah.
this
you.
whole time. Oh man, are you serious? I'm so upset. Middle of the interview. Can you wait? I'm middle of an interview. That's it. I'll be out there. Like I was saying, I just want to give a shout out. I'm gonna cut it short, 30 seconds. I want to give a shout out to the AFL, Cold Lake Jet Fighters, and my teammates and everybody for even the person that set up this interview because I didn't expect to even be into this, and because I never knew I was picked. I don't know how I got selected, but it happened. So I thank you for hearing me out and being on this. This is a major. This a good. What's the word I'm looking for?
Expression,
I can't.
opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity to be on this, to be on here. That's it. I lost my train of thought. Thank you.
No worries. Tremaine, any last words?
I just want to thank you, Amari, for having me on this podcast. Thank you for Teague for asking me to do this too. Um, Thank you to the AFL for allowing me to play in the league for the past 2 years. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time of my life playing against different competitions, and it's gonna be almost that time to have a everyone has a great season and everyone stays healthy throughout the season and everyone just plays hard.
Yeah, we're 19 days away. 19 days
Yes,
away.
sir.
All right, and we're gonna have here to our the next mayor of whatever city you want to pick, Cameron.
Geez, thanks. Yeah, man. First of all, thank you to the Jets organization for letting me be a part of them and all the brothers that I've been building with the team. Especially thank you to Tegan Maui. They go just told me to kick rocks, but they saw something special in myself and as well as the two other men that are on here with me as well. They see something that's going to be able to, all of us are going to be able to do to help grow the organization. Um, and you as well, Omari. Thanks for having us being a part of this being part of the podcast. Uncensored. Don't stop doing your thing. Keep on rolling, and AFL, and let's keep on growing. Let's keep on making the league better.
Hey man, bring your podcast
Absolutely,
to America,
absolutely.
man.
Hey, we could do anything now. You know,
Yeah.
how many guys want to do for the American one? How many guys are bringing up just so I can write that on my scouting sheet here?
I gotta
20.
plead the I gotta plead the fifth again. I plead the fifth like Dave Chappelle.
Oh my God.
One,
That's
two,
funny.
three,
Awesome.
four, fifth.
I was trying to think of someone here we can stay for Shannon Sharp in 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
DQ,
man.
DQ, MQ, take one to 5.
I like that. I like
All right,
that.
guys. All right, hey,
Um,
appreciate y'all. Looking forward to seeing y'all here in the coming days. But we're looking forward to battling, having it out, and having a good time. And then we'll see you all here real short. For those who tuning in, hey, appreciate you tuning in all the way to the end. I'm gonna help support the show. You can help buy us a coffee, right? For two dads trying to do what we can. I think T needs it more probably right now because he's probably gonna be up a lot through the night. You know, those early mornings are interrupted sleep patterns. That's hard. As a parent, you get to learn how much you get to operate off of, or how little you get to operate off of. Check out all the episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasts. Be sure to follow all these guys here on Instagram, Colleague Jets, Alberta Football League. You know, stay tuned for stay tuned for the season and watch the throne. Right, that might be the theme song for this because everyone's gunning for it this year.
yes, sir.
All
yes,
Yes,
right,
sir.
sir.
all right. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.
See
See
ya.
you soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.